What is up, guys? Red Reject here with the Snack Shack podcast.
Don Diego.
Jay.
What's up, guys? I'm Vince.
All the guys are here. Let's get into this.
All right. Well, today's topic is about the conflict with Iran.
Among other things, but that's going to be a big one.
So, current events, but the big topic, conflict with Iran.
Again.
I mean, I wouldn't say again. It's been happening.
Yeah, it's been around for like how many years now?
Decades.
Would you count this as the biggest conflicts with Iran?
Well, the reasoning is always Iran is close to making a nuclear weapon. That's what they've been saying for a while, but thankfully so far that hasn't come to fruition. Obviously, we just killed their leader, so... a couple of them.
If they wanted to fire a nuclear weapon, they would have probably the grounds to do that.
Yeah.
If they wanted to. You know, that's...
So...
Is that a political assassination?
You could consider it one, yeah, killing another country's leader. Right after we just kidnapped, who was it, Venezuela's leader?
Yeah.
Pretty big stuff. Trump's getting a lot of flack because people feel that he ran on, I'm not going to do any more wars, but now we're into conflicts. So a lot of supporters are a bit annoyed.
Well, he did say no new wars. He didn't say anything about military conflicts. There's a big difference.
And this isn't a new war, really. It's
Yeah, very technical. It's not a new war, so
it's literally just a military.
Yeah, basically so.
It's not a war.
I'm sorry. I was just drinking some, Manzanita. Probably butchered that, but
we're not sponsored or anything. But
not sponsored. But I did chug it. Pause. So it's kind of
that's been going on. Conflict has also affected gas prices, I guess.
The debate on that. Some say it's I'm not going to spoil. We're in California, so when we say gas prices,
they've already been higher than they should be.
$40 for half a tank on a CRV.
Then when you travel,
7 gallons.
When you travel out of California, the prices are always way lower.
Yeah.
Honestly, they'll be like, it's $3 a gallon over here, and I'm like, or some shit like that.
You Californians, that's why when Newsom runs for president, I don't think he's going to get very far because he has no success that he can point to. Homelessness up, crime is up, gas prices are up, the fires.
Modern issues.
Yeah. Pretty much everything. He was a bad mayor of San Francisco. He's been a bad governor of California. Even a lot of Democrat voters don't like him, so I don't know how he plans to... You can't just run on being anti-Trump. You need more to it than that.
The thing is, I'm going to wake up in 20 years and it's still going to be happening, so I kind of don't care anymore.
We'll have to just, hope that our troops will be fine. 1,000 have just been sent over to the Middle East, so, we're just going to have to hope for the best.
Yeah, I hope they make it back. I know what it's like to be over there, so.
Can we go back to the half-court shot on these, political leaders, nigga? It's crazy, bro. They're like... it's weird. I'm on Twitter, and every time I get on there, it's like a new world leader has been elected or something, and then not even 5 days, almost 2 days, it's like Trump just killed this guy, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah. We're not in great times, and don't really see them getting much greater. Of course, we have the midterms in November. I have no idea how they're going to go. My guess would be Democrats are probably going to win, but I don't think it's really hard to say right now.
Impeachment.
A lot can happen in the next few months. They might try to impeach him, but...
They said they're 2 votes away.
Well, the thing is, they already did. Impeachment doesn't mean immediate removal unless they have both the House and the Senate. Now, if they get both House and the Senate, sure, it'll be removed, but then they'll have J.D. Vance as president, and then they're back to square one.
He's not much different.
Yeah, they're back to square one, so... what do you do then?
What do you do when they're both gone? We still doing the war? Are you going to, downplay it? We're so sorry.
That's still going to go on.
We're sorry. We didn't mean it. We'll send some cookies over,
It's just a prank, bro.
It was just a prank. We didn't
Honestly, I think the Republicans are winning in this vote.
The midterms?
In this vote to impeach Trump? Apparently not if they're 2 votes away.
I feel like he's not going to get impeached.
He's on a roll right now, nigga. He's a couple kills from a UAV, so let's hope he gets that. Oh man, but it's pretty. This is modern warfare. I just said
Yeah, I mean, there's
UAV.
plenty of other stuff they can
It's-
criticize him for that have nothing to do with Iran.
Yeah, I could say some
Tariffs.
trans rights.
Tariffs were not a disaster.
Dude, they knocked on him for freaking signing a guitar, dude.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff they complain about is petty.
They were like, "Oh, that's a waste of ink. Oh, that's
Like,
a waste
there's
of a guitar."
genuine criticisms, and that's why it's hard to take them serious sometimes.
I can understand the war in Iran. He do be doing a lot, assassinating world leaders. That's tough.
Yeah, I think
Kidnapping a
girls'
Venezuelan
school,
dude.
Girls' school was bombed, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, but that was their.
that was an act.
Yeah.
That was not the.
That
That
was-
wasn't the goal.
Yeah,
that was their own Iran's own freaking
yeah.
doing.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like previous presidents have done it. Obama loved bombing himself some Middle Easterners, and I mean, he didn't get nearly as much flack for it.
Of course not.
So
That dude could do it and then show up on the Ellen show, do a little dance, and everybody will love him again.
yeah, so you know, so it is, you know, there's media bias there, but yeah, like there's legitimate things they could criticize him for, but they just don't go after it for some reason.
I can guarantee you, if there was another black president, he did the exact same thing, but he was Democrat.
Oh,
They'd be loving
yeah,
it. What a hero, guys, fighting for
Yeah,
freedoms.
basically, if you're on their side, they'll give you five. If Newsom was doing the same thing, they would, you know, be just fine with it. So it's just one of those things. But yeah, as far as gas, we are in California, so yeah, like you said, they're just always higher. And
Thanks,
projected-
Newsom.
yeah,
Can we talk about the apparently scientists have found that the Y chromosome is disappearing? I just feel like we need to talk about that one, guys.
yeah,
That's the end of
Yeah,
the
you-
human race right there for the U.S.
yeah. You mentioned that. It has been said for a while now. Testosterone rates are going down in men each generation. Sperm count's lower, and I mean, you just look at men today. A lot of them look way younger than they did back then, and there's different reasons for that. But
Could
one of
be
those
medical
reasons-
health and like availability.
Yeah, food we eat, the chemicals, all that kind of stuff. There just is there's a lot of reasons for it, but it is a big problem. We're kind of facing the same issue as Japan. Of course, not as bad, but heading in that direction. I mean, because of a lot of social factors, Gen Z's having way less kids themselves than previous generations.
It's for different reasons, though. For us, it's a social issue. Over
Yeah.
there, it's just because they just not man enough to
Well,
handle a
there's-
Japanese woman, apparently.
Well, and over there also, their work hours are insane. They work like 12-hour work days and don't have a lot of social time.
Their ethics are different, too.
Yeah.
For them, like, you work hard, honorable, you know?
Yeah, for them, the most important thing is work, and they're basically like that from childhood. You have to be in the best school, get the best grades. That's why suicide rate is very high over there, because of the pressure. So they have, you know, great test scores and they do very well, but a lot of it's at the cost of socializing, and their own mental health can be greatly affected. Even if you're just working in the entertainment industry, you get overworked like crazy. So, but yeah, Japan's, you know, they're a different beast, but they are having a lot of those same issues. Meanwhile, other countries like China, India, their population just continues to rise.
Germany and, like, some of the other countries, like, you know, some Argentina places, you know, they're bussing. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
It's probably because they don't have as much political drama as we do.
Don't have much political drama, not as much division, and their population isn't as big, so they don't have as much, like, problems that we have with having so many people. And because they have a lower population, they're able to have more social health programs and stuff for their citizens, like easier access to mental health care and all that kind of stuff. We don't really have that same level here. Because when you have a lower population, you can do that kind of stuff way more often. So that's just how things are right now. Seems like every day there's just something new going on, and it's part of the reason why it feels like time is moving so fast is because there's always something different before you get a chance to breathe. There's just some new conflict, some new controversy, something else going on.
You know, it's kind of interesting. You know, the scientific breakthroughs we're getting. Like I'm looking on Twitter, like cure to diabetes.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. You know, we could have had that years ago, bro. Like honestly, it's just kind
Yeah,
of
there's
like,
one good thing that's happening is scientific breakthroughs. Some people believe that there are cures to other stuff, but they haven't released them yet. I'm not going to get into like conspiracy stuff, but some people believe there's like cures for cancer and AIDS and stuff, but we don't know yet. But we'll find that out in the future. But that's one good thing that's happening, at least, is the scientific breakthroughs.
it's like high key kind of. Yeah, like, guys, we're like in the future. We're
Yeah.
like in the future.
We
Like
thought the future would be a lot different than this, but we are in our own version of the future.
this is literally like
Like in the 2000s, we thought it was going to be more of a kind of tech age type of future. And in some ways it is, but
I ain't even gonna lie. We have the same technology as the Hunger Games.
I haven't
As
watched,
that, like, if you watch the Hunger
I haven't
Games,
watched it in a while, but
we have the same amount of technology. We got drones.
right.
We can make holographic things in the background. We've got that technology. We can genetically engineer animals to be deadly. And it's kind of a dystopia.
Yeah.
It's starting to get there, bro. The homeless dudes on the street.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what will the future be? Is it going to be the high-tech metropolis cities, or is it going to be cyberpunk? Right now, it seems more like it's going to be cyberpunk type future.
You really think so, Choom?
You know, now that's way off into the future.
I really hope it gets brighter over here, but like
2020s just haven't been a great decade, honestly. It started off bad and hasn't really recovered since.
only thing that's happened is my boys have died, bro. F in the chat for Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Like that's all that's happening. Is just the greats are getting killed off. Elton John finna go soon.
Ozzy Osbourne is gone.
Ooh.
Hulk Hogan's gone.
Yeah.
Malcolm Jamal Warner. A lot of people are gone. Just kind of dropping like flies.
The voice actor for Captain Quark died, bro. That got me dead. I was dying.
Yeah.
A lot of disappointment.
Yeah, it's kind of like at the point where I'm like, I'm hoping that maybe the 2030s will be better. 2020s have just not been good. The economy has been bad, hasn't recovered yet, and there's not really any bright side coming in the future for that.
What are they gonna say for the early to mid 2000s? Really? Like really? What is the? This is like. It sucks because most of our lives are gonna be just like setting things up for the future. This ain't the future. This is like
Yeah,
the in between.
When we were kids in the 2000s, we thought it was going to be way different because we could have never seen COVID. Like if you look at what was futuristic in the 2000s, even the 2010s, like we were really excited for the future and the advancements we were going to see in games and movies and TV shows. But now everything's just kind of AI, everything's fake, everything's unoriginal, or a remake or a remaster. Which some remasters are good, but a lot of it's like people wonder why Gen Z is so stuck on the nostalgic past, and it's like, well, because most of our adulthood has been in this weird dystopian 2020s. And it started off with COVID, then just the riots that year, and then economy not recovering. So it's like, because people always say, oh, well, every generation is nostalgic for the past. When
We barely got the past.
yeah,
Bro.
when they're gonna be like, when you're in the 2030s, people are gonna be saying, oh, I was nostalgic for it. I'm like, who is gonna be nostalgic for the 2020s?
The
Don't-
earliest I've seen is 17 to 18-year-olds
Yeah.
talking about, man, I remember Nickelodeon. I remember SpongeBob. I remember Camp Lazlo on Cartoon Network or some stuff like that, right?
Right.
But they just got like a taste of it. They weren't
Yeah.
even living through it.
Yeah, no one's gonna be nostalgic for the 2020. So that argument,
It's just awful.
that argument doesn't work for this. Sure, everybody is nostalgic for their childhood and teen years, but I don't think anybody's gonna be nostalgic for this time.
I got a theory for that, Jalen. I do. Don't mean to cut you off here, but I do.
Sure.
Listen, you remember in the 1900s where we'd get a little bit of stuff that's like, yo, this is going to be the next big thing, and then it'd be like a crappier version of what we got now.
Right.
What if we're like thinking, oh, this is the greatest thing ever, and then next year everything's just going to be the norm? Like what if we're literally just trying out the test product
Right.
before next year they're going to have like neural links. So it's going to be cyber. They're already doing that, bro.
Yeah, putting brain chips in people's
Neuralinks.
heads.
There's going to be AI. Remember in Cyberpunk how the whole thing was just AI?
Yeah.
You had an AI Ingram of some dead dude.
Which we already do.
We do.
People are making AI of dead people like Tupac, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson. That is dystopian because it sounds like them, it looks like them.
I was in a text message with some AI dudes.
Yeah.
I had Kendrick Lamar, Kanye. I had Tupac, some other black people in there, and I was just chilling, talking to these people. I had my partner in there.
People are dating AI. It's merely the movie Her, if you guys remember that, with Joaquin Phoenix. It's literally that.
They're gonna actually no, they they have Stan Lee at Disneyland.
Oh, really?
They already made a recreational.
Well, they have
Stan Lee.
holograms of Tupac
Yeah.
and Michael. They have AI concerts. Like, you guys know Hatsune Miku? Well, they're doing that.
That's not the same thing,
Not
bro.
the same thing, though. They're doing that with real people. So it's already, like, kind of dystopian. They're going to make AI of your dead relatives so you can talk to them again. Like,
I'm gonna be going up to Stan Lee in Disneyland. He's like, I miss you, man, and he's gonna be saying something like, "Excelsior," He's gonna be doing something like that. I'm like, damn.
It's already very, very dark.
This is dark, bro.
I don't like. I like some of what AI can do, but most of it I don't think has been for the betterment. People.
You remember when Mac Miller died and they released one of his albums that he didn't even really want released?
Yeah.
And then I was telling my boys, like, bro, you ready for the release of Balloonerism? And then my supervisor was like, what, they got Ghost hopping on the mic now, nigga? And I'm
Yeah.
like, technically, yes, but, And then you listen to the song and there's some weird cuts
Yeah.
that don't sound natural, and you're like, huh. And some of it
Yeah.
just sounds like it's repeating. It's dark as hell, like...
I mean, there's AI
Ugh.
songs. People made AI movie scenes with, like, Tom Cruise and I forgot who else. So they're trying to make AI movies, AI TV shows. Like, nothing's going to be real. So that's why Gen Z is so, like... Yeah, I kind of miss the 2010s. At least there was still that optimism for the future.
It accelerated fast. Remember when we were goofing off with AI photos, AI videos of cats with guns blowing up old ladies? Remember that?
Just a couple...
And then now I see stuff with Elon, Trump, and the late Charlie Kirk sitting there sipping lean and smoking on a porch. Like it's getting real, bro.
Yeah, like just a couple of years ago, AI couldn't get fingers correct. They couldn't get teeth correct. And now they're just creating...
You can't even tell the fingers.
Yeah, you can't even tell if something's fake now. Think about... For older people, they really can't tell, but even I can't tell sometimes. I look at something, I'm like, this looks real, and then I have to really look at it. They have AI advertisements now. Like
We're looking at one right now for Allegra with a lady there, and it
Yeah.
says made by AI on the bottom.
Like Coca-Cola has an AI ad. Even at the Super Bowl, they had AI ads, and they had commercials making fun of AI as well. A lot of people, there's big pushback against AI, which I'm happy to see.
There needs to be.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that people are already like, no, this is too much, because AI is going to start replacing people at their jobs.
They have that.
Yep.
I've already seen robots that are packing things. They look human controlled.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of them with the weird screens that are black, that's most likely controlled by a human.
There's a McDonald's that's already robot run. I forgot what city it's in, but it's completely run by robots. Like, there's people in there, but...
Remember that little robot dude from downtown?
Oh, yeah, we saw a robot. A guy was controlling a
walking
robot,
around,
making it
yeah.
walk around. Some restaurants have robot waiters,
Yeah.
so there's a job gone that could have gone to a person. It's going to AI. Like, I remember a few years ago when that one guy was running for president. I forgot his name, but he was running for president talking about how a lot of people are going to be out of work because of AI and because of the future. And he was saying that's why he was pushing universal basic income. I think his name was Andrew Yang. Universal basic income. He was talking about that, but people were like, well, that's going to be way in the future.
No.
That came faster than we thought. AI is already just completely dominating, and it's taking jobs already. It's going to take fast food jobs. I mean, fast food's already annoying. You walk in, I still instinctively walk to the counter, but I forget you have to order on the kiosk.
That isn't exactly AI. You're confusing AI with automated.
Yeah, that's automated.
The robot shit, half the time it's usually controlled by a human.
Yeah.
Half the time. There might be a few snazzy places where it can, like the Roomba thing where it detects that there's an obstacle in front of it and it doesn't go that way.
Right.
It might do that. But there's AI and then there's that. And I think back in the day, we used to call something artificial intelligence when it regards to a robot.
Yeah.
Like if I'm thinking like a robot, like, I don't know, like R2D2, I'd call that AI. Or, I don't know, let me get a good example here. Like, damn, I can't even think of what's a good AI from oh my god, why am I getting a mind block right now, guys? I don't know, what's a scary AI that you've seen in the movies? I don't know, like
Usually it revolves around robots like turning against
like
humans.
Shodan from
iRobot?
iRobot, Shodan from System Shock, just kind of those rogue AIs, but that's not on the level we're seeing.
Yeah.
When we think of AI, we think of something automated that can just kind of just emulate something, right?
Yeah.
Now, there's a chance we could put AI in a robot and have it think for itself and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're
But-
definitely doing that.
Megan.
It's not to that point. It's like very minimalistic, and I think they're part of what's stopping them is like we got to think about the economical thing that's going to happen from making AI fully automatic. I can see them controlling the robots, like if someone's crippled or can't work or handicapped.
Yeah.
Or I'm sick, I can't come to work today. It's like, all right, nigga, get on the robot. And I was like, I bet. So I can see that happening. But the moment they put an AI in a robot, it's over.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah. And that's when we're really gonna reach dystopia.
Only way I can see it happening is if we adjust, like, the way money is. We adjust it to where, like, let's say my boy doesn't have a job because the AI is obviously doing the job. Let's say bro has a really crappy job, like stacking boxes, right? Obviously an AI can do that. That it's something that could be just done by a baby, right? I mean, like, if it's a small box, you feel me?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's say he doesn't have that job anymore. He got fired. Like, what if when he gets fired, we give him a pension or something? You know, something to keep him going.
Yeah.
Or maybe replace, like, we can somehow fit society, and that we're going to need to do that.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
that
gonna
needs to
have
be something.
Now, a lot of people might not like the idea of it, but we definitely do need something for people who want to work, but AI just takes up so much of the job force. Because it's happening, and as we just explained, a lot of this stuff can happen way quicker than we expect it to.
I would agree with you. AI is taking over all of that, but it also taking away our social circles as well.
Yeah.
I notice a lot of younger people are starting to like one of y'all said, AI girlfriend, AI boyfriend, AI relationships, starting to keep themselves instead of associating with actual people.
Yeah, a lot of people are way more isolated than they used to be. And that's for a number of reasons, but AI is one of them.
You guys ever see those ads on Instagram for an AI-only Instagram? You see those ads? AI-only Instagram where you're the only human on there, everything else is AI?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's one of the things. I think I made a YouTube video where I was trying to flirt with AI on VR. And if you've seen the video, it's me getting bullied because the AI would... It's like it's emulating shitty, toxic humans. I went up to like a girl, for instance, in a bathroom. I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then they'd say some shit like, they just immediately just shit on me. Like I've done the video. The whole thing is AI. They emulate like teen speak. And I'd go on there. Like one time, I was trying to talk with a girl on the VR game, and this person I brought with me, it's a female who I was trying to rizz up at the club, comes over. He's like, "Oh, hey, who you talking to?" I'm like, "I'm just talking with this woman over here," and then they started shit talking me and saying how like they were just shitting on me, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And then I ended up slapping her in the game because she just was saying so much shit. Don't beat women. that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But just I never hit a VR person. I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it out. And I slapped her, and there was like an actual, the impact was big, and then they were like, how could you do something like that? I'm like, oh fuck. And then I just turned off the game. That was the end of the video. You can find it on my YouTube channel. It's on my VR section. It's awful. Like,
There are,
holy shit.
Also, to your point, Don, there are e-girls who have made AI versions of themselves that guys are paying money to, actual money to talk to them and feel like they're to the e-girl in question. And I understand there's a loneliness crisis with young men, but guys, please don't pay for that. You're just going to feel worse after.
Just go out and meet somebody.
See, it's not that easy though. Like, it's really not. Like, a lot of these guys, like, there's a disconnect.
Yeah, there is. So I'm empathetic. I understand desperation. Just please do not spend money on an AI e-girl. You will seriously not be happy afterwards.
I feel like they don't even make the attempt to try to better their social skills. You're either born with it, maybe you brought up with a family who's very extroverted.
Yeah.
They might go to a few football games, they might go to parties, they might do something. You might get an extroverted family,
Yeah.
or you might get a completely not extroverted family.
Well, I feel like, not to cut you off, but I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people get, introverted, right? When they stay, like, inside and everything.
Yeah.
Introverted due to quote unquote traumatic experiences and stuff like that.
Yeah, that
And,
can happen.
A lot of people go through like one thing and they're like, "Oh, I can't do society no more."
Yeah, there are people they kind of just.
That's pretty weak-minded. Honestly, if that's happening to you, I feel like
Yeah, exactly.
you're bottom of the barrel.
Exactly.
Yeah, there are some people who will give up, and you can't give up because, especially if you're young, you're gonna regret it when you get older. You're going to say, wow, I wish I had gone out more, talked to people more, made more friends.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, you're going to regret it. So, you're really going to wish you went out and just did more when you were younger.
I never did. Actually, no, I didn't do that in middle school.
Yeah.
I did go to like a dance in middle school, and I had an extroverted friend who was like, "Dude, let's go get some bitches." and I was there, and my homeroom teacher's right there looking at me, and I'm like, but it's kind of like yeah. And then I was dancing with a girl, and she backed that shit up on me, and I'm like, yo, going like that, smacking the bum. And none of my teachers said anything about it. Apparently they allowed that, but
That's pretty funny.
it was funny as hell. Everybody's like, yo, dude, and going like that. High school, I had a fun time. I wasn't very extroverted. I was a talker. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the back cracking meme jokes and
I remember.
Yeah, you remember that. I was
days.
clowning. But yeah, I had a few friends. We went to parties. I had a few friends in high school. We went to parties, and there's like lots of baddies, and it smelled like boof in that garage. I got experiences, but yeah, but you that one friend can really just change your life right there.
You got to put yourself out there. You'll be much happier.
Exactly.
Especially if you meet people.
Yeah.
New friends are always great, and you'll really be happier. So don't waste your time sitting inside all the time. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It really isn't.
Like me, I like to meet new people. I don't care really who it is. Like, I've sat and talked with some homeless people before. When I'm standing in line at a store, the grocery store or something, like, sometimes I'll talk to whoever's in line, either behind me or in front of me, like, you just gotta meet new people, just put yourself out there, talk. And I mean, if they don't want to talk to you, then don't push it, but
right.
A lot of times people are going to be nice and talk to you back and everything.
Yeah, especially like when
Just open the damn can.
when a week goes by and I haven't gone out or done anything, I feel like I wasted that week. Like, I should have just, even if I'm by myself, I should have just went out there and just go out there and make conversation, especially since time is just going by so fast now. I mean, we're already almost in April. Feels like the year just started, but we're already in April almost. Like, you're going to really, before you know it, you're going to be 30, and then,
Dude, I'm 2 years away from that. What do you mean before I know it, bro?
Exactly. You'll be 30, you're going to be like, dang.
Shit.
So really just put yourself out there And if you have awkward moments or not good experiences, that's fine.
That builds character.
Builds character, and hey, it can be a funny memory down the road, But you really gotta. We're in times right now where people need to be social more than ever, because too many people are antisocial and are just so divided and against each other, and it's not good. So talk to people, even if they have different, opinions. People are so political now, but even if they have different political opinions, you can still talk it out.
We're one of the same, but we live as if divided.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
We're all breathing the same air, living on the same earth.
Yeah.
Might as well be one together,
Yeah.
As they say, united we stand, divided we fall.
I have friends who have completely different opinions socially and politically, and it's fine. You can get along with people.
I have one of my buddies hated Charlie Kirk. I like Charlie Kirk. I'm very I'm Republican. He's very far left, but we're still really good buddies. Despite the political things and everything. He's I'm Catholic. He's Jewish. We have different religious beliefs.
Right.
Me and Don, we're good friends, and I'm religious. He's not.
Yeah.
But we're still friends. Just because you have different points of views on things doesn't mean you have to become enemies.
Right.
Yeah,
So
we
don't
may
view
have
people as your enemies.
Yeah, we may have our arguments here and there, but we still become good friends and settle it out in a friendly way.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be like, oh, you think differently. You're the enemy. Blah blah blah. It's like, bro, shut up.
Yeah. Not everything has to be team sports. People treat everything like team sports now, or like a gang against each other.
No.
And life is too short for that. It really is. At the end of the day, this stuff that really is not worth fighting over. So, yeah. People need to just chill.
Just take a step back, man.
People thought Gen Z was going to be the chill generation. We're even more divided and
We're
crazy.
in the thick of it, bro.
Yeah.
We're a product of our upbringing, and I'm gonna be real with you. Those millennials and the people before them, they're a product of our. If we were raised in a more open-ended, laid-back group, and maybe we wouldn't be so radicalized.
Yeah.
I got called retarded and I should go back to school for disagreeing that the KKK worked with ICE.
The
Disagreeing?
They said the KKK. Okay, I have no idea. I would have to research that.
There was a protest going on. This one woman said KKK and ICE are working together, and I said no, they're not.
That's a strong possibility.
So I got called retarded.
Maybe that happens
there could be a
somewhere, but I mean,
correlation.
there's black ICE agents, so like this is it's not like all of ICE. It's the so it could be true, but it's one of those things where it's like you kind of generalize.
The only way I can see the KKK being for ICE is if it's racially motivated.
Well, it's like how some racists like Trump because he's kicking out quote unquote brown people, but other people like because they just want illegal immigrants in general deported. So it's like two different reasons they might like someone.
Imagine being racist towards brown people, but you really like that Kendrick Lamar or that Chris Brown.
There are people like that. They'll be racist, but they'll like rap music. Or
they'll be a racist, and then you look on the news like Chris Brown got deported, and they're like, "No."
There are people like that. But yeah,
that was the good one. Dang it!
That was one of the good ones, brother. But
what are you doing?
When people want the Hispanics out, and then all of a sudden their favorite taco stand just no longer open.
The Latina,
like, no,
the Latina they had a crush on got deported.
Right?
It's like, whoops.
Whoa there!
I didn't mean that one.
I didn't mean that one. Like, come on, boys, let's make some exceptions now. But yeah,
the girl you be texting on Snapchat should just be like, "We're getting deported next week," and then you'd be like, "Damn it!"
There's a guy who voted for Trump and his wife got deported. Everybody was like, "Did he hate his wife or something?" Like, what happened? What happened? Did he not know she had her papers, or what's the deal with that?
If they didn't know they had their papers, if they still got married, if the husband didn't know,
yeah,
is there some type of Like, does he get a benefit from that? Like, is he gonna get like some type of like a little bit of money for that?
I'm
Like,
not totally sure what happens because I'm not sure if. I think she was allowed to be brought back. I'm not sure. I think they made some exceptions, like they make amendments to it, but it was just funny when I read that story. It does make Trumpers look a bit silly sometimes, but again, that's not every single. I don't generalize.
you get a Taiwanese baddie who just got it going on,
and then ICE knocks on your door like, "Hey,"
and then they're like, Chris, and then they're like, I thought your name was Shi Ling. What are you doing, bro?
But yeah, bottom line, like we were saying, just try to make friends and don't be so divisive, whether you're left or right. Now, if you're an extremist, go live in a cave somewhere, please. But other than that,
If anybody's like out here spraying hate on the opposition,
yeah,
that please don't take their advice, bro. When there's somebody with opposite viewpoints, but they're willing to talk it out, they're willing to work through differences, like Vincent said, that's the voice you should be listening, not the people saying, screw those Trump dudes, they're wrong. Like they're not wrong, they're just have an opposing viewpoint, it's
right,
you gotta just pick and choose who you're gonna listen to.
right.
And don't just listen to us, dude.
Like, I think most people are kind of like me. Maybe you agree with the left on some things, agree with the right on some things. I'm not really on a side. I know people hate hearing that, like, oh, you're an enlightened centrist, which I'm not.
You a leftist, son?
You a lefty? If you don't agree with every little thing, people assume you're on the other side. But
If it ain't right, it ain't right.
yeah. But people are a lot more nuanced. People generally are more reasonable, and I know the world's a scary place, but you gotta put yourself out there. And I understand some people are worried about like shootings or stuff like that, but again, while it happens more in America than it does in other countries, you'll be fine. I mean, even in small towns, like they check people before they let them into like clubs and stuff. So people are prioritizing safety, and it's just worth it. When you have your young years and you can make more friends and more memories.
Yeah, and
don't lock yourself up.
I agree, and I get that some people say don't talk to strangers, especially like when adults be saying it, like young women, like let's say like 20-year-old women be saying, I don't want to talk to strangers.
Right.
Then how are you supposed to make friends if you don't talk to stranger? Then that stranger become your friend.
That was something they used to say when you were a kid. It was just a way to protect the kid.
Yeah.
Don't take candy from strangers, and then
Even if
trick or
they-
treating.
Halloween comes.
Even
Yeah.
if they say your parents in the hospital and they're going to drive you there, don't get in the car. End up on the news. Which is true. Like don't be stupid. But I'm saying,
I mean, what if it's a baddie though?
well, the baddies are the ones that lead you to a group of
Imagine
dudes.
being 13 and there's the thickest Filipina, and you're like, whoa.
Thickest
And then
goth
she leads
baddie,
you
bro.
to a group of guys who jump you.
She'd be like, damn, I
Bro.
think we should link up. How about you follow me?
Bro, a goth baddie, bro.
Oh,
my
God.
God.
You just get beat up by just
With
Mexican
that would be
niggas.
my weakness, bro. A goth baddie with white monsters or something. Just energy drinks in general and workout stuff.
Imagine you're at a party, she pulls up, is like, you want a white monster? And you'd be
Bro.
like, whoa.
Whoa.
I would be kidnapped so fast.
And then she'd be like, you want to see my Ford Raptor?
yeah,
Ford Raptor.
y'all might see me on the news.
And he'd be like, damn, is it
Well-
lifted? And he's like,
Well, rest in peace, that guy.
lifted.
We'll know what happened.
It's about
Yeah.
10 feet off the ground, son. And you're like, whoa.
Whoa, dude.
Pull up. All of a sudden, it's like, come inside. Come check out this nice, this is everything. And you're like, whoa. And then all of a sudden, he just gets a bag over his head.
Yeah.
That I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Y'all see me on the news.
Yeah.
Like, I know that guy.
So go out and talk to people, but be safe.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Want to keep going?
What they heard that. Why to keep going? All right, guys.
You're checking your phone.
I am not checking my phone. It's about 40 minutes in, guys. It's going to be a short one, but we just had to get the ball rolling again. We've been out here. I've been doing college. We've been all out here trying to find a way in life. We're out here struggling, bro.
Yeah.
It's a grind. It's a struggle. The grind don't stop. if I disappear for a week or two, it's just because of college. I'm not dead.
It's not, a lot of us be studying, you know. 2 of us be studying. The
Yep.
other 2 be looking for jobs.
Yep.
Shout out to Manzanita Soul, bro. Those sodas, I got like a whole 24 pack. You already know what's going on, gang.
Apple juice cider things.
Apple juice, bro. So I think we could call it for this one. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we call this
dude.
one and then
Good.
Covered a lot more than,
We thought we were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
But, Snack Shack podcast, you already know how it is. This has been Red Reject.
Don Diego.
Jay.
Vince.
Jay, you already know how it is. But
All right.
catch you guys later. Thank you.
Laters.